In this video, the participants are narrated to a story about a 65-year-old couple who loved each other very much. At the end of their narration, they will each answer questions on how they have reflected with the story.
In the lives of the characters, pay close attention to the choices they make and the values they demonstrate. After the story, we will discuss what we have learned and how it relates to our families, our communities, and our roles as future leaders. As you listen, think about this question: what man and a woman who loved each other deeply? When the man was 28 years old and the woman was 26 years old, they got married. They were happy. They worked together. They respected one another. Most importantly, they remained faithful to each other. Years passed. When the husband reached 40 years of age and his wife was 38, they still had no children. Although many people expected them to have started a family, they never lost hope. Instead, they continued praying and believing that one day God would bless them with a child. As more years passed, relatives and neighbors began asking questions. Some people whispered, others criticized them. Eventually, the husband's parents became concerned. One day, they called their son and said, "Our son, we are growing old. We want to see our grandchildren before we die. Please marry another wife so that you may have children." The man listened carefully, then he respectfully replied, "I love my wife, and I made a promise to her. I will remain faithful. We shall continue trusting God together." His parents were disappointed, but he refused to abandon his wife. Years continued to pass. When the husband turned 50 and his wife 48, they realized that having children naturally was becoming unlikely. His wife had reached menopause. Even then, they did not lose faith. They continued living happily together. 15 more years passed. The husband was now 65 years old and his wife was 63. One evening, something extraordinary happened. A heavenly messenger appeared before them and said, "My faithful children, you have remained patient and trusted God through every season of your lives. Because of your faithfulness, you will receive a child. However, there is one condition. You must agree on the sex of the child you would like to have. You may choose either a boy or a girl. You must make one choice together. Do not answer any. You must agree before I return." The couple looked at each other. Neither spoke immediately. After many years of waiting, this was perhaps the most important decision of their lives. They sat together and began talking. The husband shared his thoughts, the wife shared hers. Neither interrupted the other. Neither demanded that their opinion be accepted. They listened carefully, they respected each other's views, they discussed what would be the best for their family, and finally, they reached a decision together. I will stop the story here for a moment. Imagine that you are this couple. You have waited almost 40 years for this opportunity. Now you must make one important decision together. If you are the husband, what would you suggest? A boy or a girl, and why?
Well, boy was for the continuity of the dynasty.
Okay. Yes.
Boy for inheritance.
Uh-huh. I see. If you are the wife, what will you choose and why?
It's my suggestion. Like, I've been waiting for all these 40 years to get a child. Now I'll just be positive on whatever I'm going to receive as long as I get a baby, because this is what I've been waiting for the whole years.
You cannot answer any.
I would choose a girl so that she can take care of me at his old age.
Boys leave.
Yes.
I'll choose a boy because he will take care of me when I get home.
You're sure his wife would agree? How would you handle the situation if you both wanted different answers? Husband and wife? Flip a coin. You'd flip a coin. Any other suggestion? The wife wants a girl, some wives want a boy. The husband wants, both husbands want boys.
Whoever comes first.
You cannot answer any.
Ask a neutral party to help you decide.
Oh dear. What qualities would help the couple reach one decision?
Compromise.
Yes, compromise,
Consensus.
selflessness. You said prayers, love, trust, patience, and listening. The important lesson in this story is not whether the couple chose a boy or a girl. The true lesson is how they reached their decision. They did not argue, they did not force each other, they listened, they respected one another, they discussed openly, they trusted each other, and because they worked together, they reached one shared decision. Let us reflect on what this story teaches us. What did you observe from the couple's relationship?
They started together.
They started together, yes.
They were patient.
Yes, they were patient.
They loved each other.
They loved each other. Very faithful. They remained faithful to each other. What values helped them remain together for so many years?
Love.
Faithfulness, love, respect, patience. Yes. Why is communication important in families and communities? Settles differences. Any other?
People are able to express or give their opinions.
Yeah, people are able to express and give opinions. Yes, promotes oneness. What happens when people make decisions without consulting others?
It's unnecessary differences. Hate.
Yes. How can we apply these lessons in community development projects?
Projects.
Yes. This activity reminds us that strong relationships are built on trust. Good communication prevents unnecessary conflict. Listening is just as important as speaking. Respect creates unity. Consensus produces better decisions than imposing personal opinions. Community development succeeds when people participate in decisions that affect them. The 65-year-old couple teaches us that patience, faith, respect, and communication are essential for successful relationships and strong communities. Throughout our community service learning journey, we have learned that real development cannot be achieved by one person alone. It requires dialogue, cooperation, and shared responsibility. Whether we are working with families, community groups, or project beneficiaries, lasting solutions emerge when everyone has an opportunity to contribute and decisions are made together. As future business professionals and community leaders, let us remember that listening, understanding, and working together are just as important as having good ideas. Thank you.